my gosh, we're here. And you know what? I don't know if anyone picked up on this but me, Michelle, but I believe you just gave everyone $100,000 today. With that idea about just asking, are you kidding me? I mean, going to the United Nations, okay, you just blew my mind wide open. So you just gave everybody $100,000 today if they've got that idea and that passion, they want to take it. What I'm going to share with you is just kind of what you said also, Michelle, about leaving a legacy, something bigger than you. And then when Jackie was talking and Don mentioned that part about leaving, or how do we change the world, that is really what my legacy is. It is to bring the to keep the human nature alive, to keep the heart. Like, we are humans, and as our world grows faster and through more technology and everything moves so fast, and we have text messages, and when your kids are have a friend over and one's upstairs and one's down in the basement and they're texting each other having a sleepover, it's like, come on, are you kidding me? So it's keeping the human heart alive. And I don't care if you're an X gen, Y gen, future gen, there's a heart in there that when you get a handwritten note in the mail, which you guys, I mean, many of you have gotten that. If I found your address, Don, I think I mailed it to your neighbor, actually. I mailed it to Brent. So I don't know if he gave it to you or not, or if it even made it. But here's the thing is that when you get something, when somebody takes time out of their busy life to give something to you about you, and it's not about them, it's not about selling, it's not about whatever, it's just about them. Like, you listen, this mod group, I mean, there's a million things going on, pinging in the background, this, and you can recap what somebody shared and reframe it, and or not even reframe it, just frame it up because you've been listening. And man, that just is powerful. So my share is really, I'm in the grassroots of this now to find and take 100 people through this process of touching everybody they know. And I'll give you the simple version because I don't want to take up a whole bunch of time and away from anyone else either. But it's literally like, no matter what your product or service is, somebody is going to need it at some point. So how do we get in front of those people on the day they need it, or the day they could really use it, where you can make the most impact? I mean, if there's a million people on the planet that could use your product or service, you can't service them all in one day. So it's just about coming back to the personal touch, and I'll give you the simple version. Whatever you have, the people they know, they like, they trust people they know, and there's so much that comes behind that that you'll never get in an email. It's the relationship. And when you're in front of people, you can help them with your product or service throughout the year by, helping them get pieces of what you offer for free. Like, it doesn't have to be, we have to meet and write up the transaction and get a receipt on the deal. It's like we're helping people with whatever we're doing. I'm helping people with real estate every single day. Whether they list their house with me that day or not is irrelevant. It's just be there and be human, right? So people love working with people they know, like, and trust. So one of the things you could do, just look at your Facebook friends list, right? Like, if everybody would do this, go hit your tab on your Facebook friends list. How many friends do you have? Write that number down, right? So mine's 5,000, for example. And then go to your cell phone. Go to your contacts records, slide all the way down to the bottom, past the Z's, go all the way to the bottom, at least on an iPhone. It'll tell you how many contacts you have in your phone. So what I find, most people have probably 500 to 1,000 to 1,500 Facebook friends. They've probably got 400 to 1,000 to 2,000 people in their cell phone. These are all people that we've interacted with. So there, let's just say 5 people a day that you connect with off of those lists, and you do it very purposely to go from A to Z, and every single person that you've ever come in contact with hears from you, and hears from you from a, gosh, I apologize, I haven't stayed in touch, and I haven't talked to you in a while. And there's no way those 2,000 people, if they've had a death in the family, or if the kids graduated, or if they've all moved out, if they like cats, or they like dogs. So it's about that old family, occupation, recreation gene, the old dreams, the old Ford formula. Just connect, and then drop a genuine note. Says, it was so great hearing your voice, love your laugh, whatever. Just ping something about their personality. Just start there. No business card, no nothing. It's about all of us being human and paying attention to each other. So I'm in the grassroots of that system that anybody with any business anywhere on the planet can connect with 5 people a day, 100 people a month, 1,200 people a year. And just an investment of 5 years, you could have 6,000 connections, 6,000 notes that you've written real human beings. And believe me, from that point forward, you don't need to worry about business. It will just come. So I'm going to end it there so we can give some people some other shots here, Don.
Dang, dude, that was for a simple, basic idea that almost feels on the sales side. That's a really great connection point. And it may not change the world, but it sure influences a whole lot of people. And I loved. Sorry, I missed being able to chime in, but I mean, there's so many things that we get to do when we make contact with people. We've got to expand our circle, and we've got to get a greater influence over people. So, Brad, that was awesome. Love it on Planet Brad. We loved your ideas. I don't know if Tony's back yet, but I know Michelle was jumping on. Hey, he's back. And Tony, you've been very quiet, so I just want to make sure that you weren't getting missed.
I'm just listening. I'm soaking it in. I do
it's
love
good stuff, baby. It's good stuff.
Yeah, I'm just listening. And what Brad said is so true. It's a human connection, and so often we don't stay connected, especially in these last 2 years. So many people have lost connection with people. It's time to reconnect because business is a human. It is a spiritual and a human game. You need to be in contact with people, especially if you're in the services industry. You need to stay connected with people. So that's brilliant. Just get in touch with 5 people a day, every day, and you'd be surprised how your life changes and how many people. Again, you don't know what happened. You don't know what happened in their life. You don't know if they're well. If you don't know, hell, you don't know if some of the people on your cell phone or on your Facebook group are even still with us, right? So I do love that. Absolutely love that, Coach Corn. Appreciate that. So I'll do.
We've got lots of good ideas on the table. I think it really changed the dynamics dramatically to have this idea of what's the best idea. Like, it isn't just a conversation. It was like just fantastic things brought to the surface. And from Victoria, who lit it up, and Jackie, I mean, everybody had their thing. It was really awesome today, guys and gals. I know we lost a few people who had some of those great ideas. I don't see Kathy in here right now. I see, anyway, I don't see Kathy in.
They have some on the gratitude room.
Okay, perfect. Anyway, we certainly appreciate everything you guys put on the table completely. And, I think the thing that I will tell you for all the ideas, because each and every one of you contributed so greatly, when you get to, Jim Rohn used to say, you can get more money, but you can't get more time. Of course, time is a big deal. And he said, it's not a problem of not having enough money. It's a problem of not having an idea on how to create what you want in your life. And I think today we saw an example of it's not about the money. It's about the ideas that will create massive change. Coach K, you knocked it out of the park for me because it was such a simplistic view of something we can all do. It isn't like we have to think bigger. We have to just do it. We have to just create the awareness and want to connect and have 6,000 connections over time. And Jen and Jackie, Victoria, brilliant, big picture, world-changing type ideas. So thank you for your contribution.